would you say is your personal interior design style? Could you even define it? I know I've struggled with defining my personal style. My name is Katie Payne. I'm a Coldwell banker realtor and with Reilly and Sons. And I've asked Jill Dickason to join me. She's an interior designer, and we're going to talk a little bit about what design style means and how to figure out what yours is. So Jill, thanks for joining us today.
Happy to be here.
So Jill designed the two model homes in West Glen neighborhood that Reilly Homes is building. And I really encourage you to get out to West Glen and take a look at the awesome community that Reilly Homes is putting in, but also check out the design elements in both of the model homes that Jill made. I'm sure that you'll come away with some tips from just walking around these beautiful homes. So Jill, is it important to define your personal interior design style? And then if it is important, how does someone figure out what their design style even is?
You know, it's a great question. I feel like some people want to discover that, like they want to have this label, and then it helps them kind of hone in on, you know, their route and which direction they should go. And then I feel like some people are kind of like, yeah, you know, whatever, we're just going to wing it, you know? And speaking of style, so I feel like there's the main styles, and then the main styles kind of branch off into other styles. Okay. So like with the model homes, I called one of them my farmhouse, my modern farmhouse. And it was the one with the shiplap, which is easily a style, you know, farmhouse. You could put that under traditional though, the main category being a traditional style. Farmhouse, country. I don't really consider the farmhouse a country look, but it has a farmhouse feel to it. And then the other one I kind of classified as my Ralph Lauren look, which is also very traditional. I felt like within the region that you live in, your style, I mean, honestly, Katie, most of my clients are traditional to traditional modern, transitional. So I think having your style is cool, and knowing that, I think your home is your sanctuary. It reflects who you are, and you know, what is your home saying about you, I guess, and is it saying what you want it to say? Right. So I feel like the main categories would be traditional, which is English, French. There's more history involved in those, you know, there's more curvature, and then you can get into a transitional. So you're between traditional and modern, you kind of fall. And I feel like that's kind of like Pottery Barn to me is kind of a transitional feel. It still feels traditional. It's warm. They still have curves, but then they'll throw in some cool little modern elements and mix it up a little bit. Modern is just super modern, and minimalism kind of to me go a little hand in hand, because it's more of a simple, clean line design. You know, you're minimal, you know, you're not junking anything up. Let's see, farmhouse, we kind of talked about, in rustic. Farmhouse and rustic kind of go hand in hand. You know, you're going to have the shiplap, you're going to have trestle tables. Again, still pretty traditional feel. Then there's industrial, concrete, metals, kind of downtown living, I feel like. Not so much suburbs. And then eclectic, which I personally love. Eclectic is just kind of, it's a mixture, you know, it doesn't have to be a horrible mixture, but it could be like, maybe you have that traditional trestle table, and then you put some lucite modern chairs with it. And the mixture of it is super interesting because it's unexpected. So it makes it interesting.
Right.
One of the best thing I think is Pinterest. I tell all of my clients, especially the ones that really don't know what their style is. They don't know how to say, Jill, this is what I like, help me. I have them get on Pinterest, and I'd say, you know, just, you know, tag and keep the pictures that make you happy. You know, don't nitpick it and break it down. Just overall look at it. And before Pinterest, I would have said, grab Traditional Home magazine or Southern Living, or, you know, I told them to do that, you know. So either way, it's visually seeing it and going, gosh, that makes me so happy. It's so beautiful, you know, and then I'll get you there the rest of the way and how to break it down. But I feel like Pinterest is just, one of the best tools you could use to discover more about yourself, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, that's a great
So
tip.
I hope that kind of helps. It's a personal subject, and your home is a beautiful place. And personally, as a designer, I never have an agenda when I walk into someone's home. My main goal is really to discover what makes you happy, and what you want to live in
Right,
around you, and what's functional too. I mean, function and form. I mean, they go hand in hand.
right.
So
Great. Well, great. Well, that's great. It makes me want to revisit my Pinterest boards and take a
yeah,
and start pinning even more. So,
yep,
and for those of you who struggle with this or want to have a little bit more insight, I know Jill does consulting by the hour. She can come and just kind of help you short term, but she also does full size projects. So I will put her contact information below in the comments, and I'm sure she would love to hear from anybody if you've got some design challenges that you need a little help with. So, but Jill, I thank you for your time. And as we just have been spending so much time in our homes, why not
yeah.
in a place that makes us happy and a place that we feel that is beautiful and just a good place to come home? And as we start branching out and going out to do things like we have in the past, when we come back home, what a great way to feel like we're at home in our place and really enjoying it. So thank you for giving us those tips, and I appreciate your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care.
All righty.